you used to go to karaoke bars, I think it was here in WeHo, and you would listen to someone sing a song, and then you would sing the same song, just making it better. Is that true?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alex Newell is a legendary actor and singer, most known for his roles on Glee as Unique Adams, and most recently as the DJ Mo on Zoes Extraordinary playlist. Alex, baby, also made their Broadway debut in 2017 in Once on This Island as Asaka, has also recorded tracks with Clean Bandit, The Knox, you name it, baby. Alex is also stylish AF, and I am so excited to see what she's serving us today. Please welcome to the stage of Logo Live, Alex Newell. The legend here on Logo Live. Oh, yes, give us the elements. I'm so happy that you're here. I really, really am.
Well, thank you for having me. Honey,
of course.
A talk show. I was just like, well, one day I might be so lucky to be on a talk show with Johnny.
Well, baby, you are our first interview for season 2. Okay, so what is she giving? What are you giving us today? I see some florals. I see a nice red lip.
Florals for spring, groundbreaking. Off the shoulder motif because it's damn near 75 degrees in New York City today, but I'm not going to turn on my AC yet until it reaches at least 80 or 75 or like above because right. I'm not paying for those bills. But alas, it's giving what it's supposed to have gave.
It very much is. I love the little off the shoulder, show them just a little taste. Before I get into anything else, I was gooped and gagged yesterday when you and Vincent and Precious put out that damn teaser for your song Higher that comes out on the 30th. I am, first of all, my body is ready. I don't know if the girls are ready, but please just tell me there is so much beauty and blackness behind this song that's about to come out. Please tell me all about it.
It's just about like Black queer joy. And I have been a fan and a friend of Vincent for so long. Like, I want to say while I was on Glee, which we know was a long time ago. And so I've watched him grow into his own and what he's giving, and I appreciate it. And then when I got the call being like, hey sis, will you feature on the song? I was just like, absolutely, because all I ever want to see is Black queer people succeed and be their best, and people of color that are queer. I just want everybody to be in their truth and doing what they love and to get their coins for what they love and their recognition for what they love. There's
so much about this collaboration that means so much to me because your singers, as I said to Vincent when he was here, I'm like, I rarely listen to people that cannot sing, as the great Whitney Houston would say. So, I'm just so happy that that's existing. And then Princess Precious, like,
come on,
the ballroom, like, baby, I'm
culture is precious.
Yeah, I'm just so excited. Everyone that's watching, please stream it, watch it, play it. They've been deserved, and they will keep deserving. So that said, speaking of deserving, you were on Celebrity RuPaul's Drag Race, and you've been on the main stage with which not a lot of these girls can say. So I want to hear a little bit about that experience, but also your thoughts on season 13. Obviously, this will air after, we hear a winner, but I just want to hear your thoughts on the season and what it felt like to be, a Ru girl, because you are now.
As a new crowned Ru girl, mind you, I'm still waiting for my scepter crown in the mail. Where's my scepter? Where's my crown? I'm going to hold out for a hero until that shows up. But no, that experience was absolutely lovely. I'd been a fan of the show for so long. I was on every premiere when I was younger in the earlier seasons. I'm a giant fan of RuPaul Charles in general. And, it's hard when you've grown up in limelight and everybody thinks that they know who you are. And they think that they've known everything about you. And so you do create this persona of this person that is the Alex Newell or anyone, just so you can get to the day. And a lot of people don't know that I'm very introverted and I like to be at home with my bottle of wine. And that Madam That Bitch is that facade that I put on outside. And to live in that truth and be affirmed that that is okay to protect yourself, that was a lovely experience. That show is a well-oiled machine, honey. They said theme done. I said, so y'all do this in 2 days? Y'all do an episode in 2 days? We love to see it. I love the show this season. You know, I'm a Simone fan, ride or die, and got Mick. So those who I'm rooting for, we know these things. We know these truths to be self-evident. But this season, it's just progressed so beautifully. And to not see a single falter while they're filming it during these unprecedented times of a pandemic is even like the girls are literally risking their lives for this. And I know they're being safe and I know they're doing all the protocols that they need to do, but it's a beautiful season, even knowing that after coming off of my television show with all the protocols as well.
Word on the curb and in the press is that RuPaul Charles is a very big fan of yours, naming you favorite singer. You know, how does that feel to know that? Because, you know, that's how it is for a lot of people, but to hear someone like RuPaul who, you know, doesn't always say like, this is my favorite thing. How does that make you feel?
It's an honor, it's a privilege, it's a pleasure. You never really think of the impact that you have until someone says that. And for someone at that caliber to say that giant of a compliment to moi, porque moi, it was out of this world. And I almost cried because it was just like, wow, I've watched you as like a little babe in Toyland to now as like a grown ass person. And you were someone that I took in as that's my own representation. That's someone that's living in their truth. That's someone that is perfectly fine in their skin and happy to be themselves. And I internalized RuPaul as I did with so many other people. And to have that compliment just come spewing at me is just out of this world. And it made me have to step my pussy up because now I have to live up to it.
Listening to your songs, I'm like so curious to know your writing process. Like, do you hear the beat first and then you go with the song, or do you have lyrics? Like, I talked to Vincent and Vincent was like, I write shit down sometimes and then go into the studio and already have an idea, because the melodies that you're giving, you know, are giving.
You know, I consider myself much like Whitney Houston and a one Beyonce, Giselle Knowles Carter. I don't write nothing. No song stress. I don't write anything, honey, but I can sing the hell out of a song. I bet you I can do that. If somebody else writes it, I bet you I can sing the mess out of it. I bet you that much. No, my writer's process, which I coin and pen, is if I don't feel anything listening to the original demo, I'm not singing it.
Right.
If I don't like it, I'm not singing it. If it doesn't make sense to me, I'm not singing it. I don't want to sing anything that I'm not passionate about. I don't want to sing anything. I don't want like, well, you make it better. But if my heart's not in it, I don't want to do it.
I know I will, but this is the perfect transition into my next question. Rumor has it that you used to go to karaoke bars, I think it was here in WeHo, and you would listen to someone sing a song, and then you would sing the same song, just making it better. Is that true?
I don't know what you're talking about. I can't be held accountable for me going to karaoke night at a Revolver on a Tuesday night, maybe around 11 o'clock at night, and having a libation or three, and having my inhibitions gone, and then somebody getting up there knowing that I'm in the room singing the song they should be singing. That's not. No. I can't be held accountable for that. That's none of my fault.
No, I was not present for any of these things, these alleged things that happened, but just knowing you, I just...
The fallacies and lies, deceits, I tell you, deceits.
The way they're trying to paint you is just, I love it. Season 2 of Zoes Extraordinary playlist, which is airing now. You guys can go watch it now. All the girls can see it now. For you, I feel like these characters are so impactful and like mean so much to so many people. I want to know, you being on TV, on the flip side, when you watch TV growing up, who did you see that you're like, that's me, that is who I am?
There are so many people. Like I posted about Nell Carter a couple weeks ago. Nell Carter is my everything. Nell Carter gave me permission to be plus size and happy in my body, and to be a dancer and move well, and to be a phenomenal vocalist, and to be a brilliant actress with her face. Like I was watching reruns of Give Me a Break being like, I'm obsessed with this woman. This woman is me. She sounds like me. She looks like me. But Billy Porter, watching him on like the Rosie O'Donnell singing Beauty School Dropout, Titus Burgess up later in life. Jennifer Holliday, there are so many people that I had to mesh together to find me, and that kind of made and molded and shaped who I am as a performer and as an actor and a mover and really a human, and how like they just walk through life with such truth in themselves while still being vulnerable and everything and being guarded at the same time is a beautiful thing. So those are my like top 4. I don't know how many names I said.
It's so interesting when you say that, because you know, it's so nice when you see someone talk about the people that have molded them, and you see it right before you. And I see it. I see all of that when I look at you and when I listen to you and when I see you perform. You are a star, which I've known since a very, very early on, you know. So I'm just so happy for you. I will say, being on Broadway, you know, because that's singing every night. What is something that you're most excited about for when Broadway comes back?
I'm more excited about the change of Broadway. You know, there's been lots of reckonings right now, currently, and some dark things are finally coming to light. And I want everyone to grow and learn from it. You know, being Black, I'm always the pessimist first because I know change doesn't happen. So I have to force myself to be optimistic, to hope and change and actual change and equity, not just equality, in stage, behind stage, everywhere. And I'm really excited about that. And then these new works that have to come out of it. I want to see so many new works on Broadway. I think that that is truly what we're missing right now. I think we're always just telling the same story that's very familiar, and we very rarely get a story that's brand new. Like I want to see make-believe, even if it's bad, just put something make-believe on the stage so that we can have new artists come up and emerge that can hone their crafts and they get inspired while they're watching these things. That's what my hope is.
This is a fun little game that I want to play with you.
All things, except in my relationships.
It's a local live original. It's called Drag Race Bops. And I'm glad you're getting some water because it does require a little bit of singing. I'm going to give you a drag queen from RuPaul's Drag Race entrance line, and you're going to turn it into a little melody. So the first queen I have would be Got Me. And entrance line is Time to Crash the System.
Jingle. Time to crash the system. Very gospel.
I love this. Okay, the next one is, she's so great. Heidi N Closet, who has kept the name, and I'm happy that she did. Her entrance line is, America, it's time to stop hiding in the closet. I try to do it.
America, it's time to stop hiding in the closet.
And the last one, and honestly, not the least, because this is just one of my favorite entrance lines and favorite Drag Race alumni, Vivacious, mother of Ornacia. Her entrance line is, Mother has arrived. So.
Mother has arrived!
That was beautiful. I am so excited for this damn song. I keep playing that little clip over and over. I'm like, oh, this is going to be it.
And they're going to be out in the streets doing the nasty, nasty to this song.
I mean, the girls are already out in the streets, so it's really giving, like, it's really going to, the clothes are coming off. I just feel that.